my abundant seed family, Merry Christmas to you today. I feel so humbled to be in your presence, in your living room on Christmas Day, celebrating this day with you. But let me just give some full disclosure, right? In order to meet the requirements of doing YouTube Sundays, I record videos sometimes 2 weeks in advance. This particular video that you are about to see was recorded 2 weeks in advance, and I did not realize that it would be aired on Christmas Day. So guess what, guys? It is still your decision and it is still your choice. This video is gonna prepare your heart and your mind as you get ready for 2023. And let me just say, the video for 2023, be sure not to miss that, because we are going to cast a vision and set a strategic plan to ensure that 2023 is for me. So you just got a clue. So let's get ready to jump into this week's YouTube Sunday video. See you on the other side. Yes. My abundant seed family, happy Sunday, joyous Sunday, I should say to you and your family wherever you are on this wonderful Sunday evening. How was your week? What have you been up to? What did you do today? Did you spend some time in the presence of the Lord? What about that Sunday meal? Have you guys eaten at home, or did you take the family out for lunch? What did you do today? Guys, listen, as promised last week, today we are going to talk about two simple things. It is your decision and it is your choice, because I'll tell you this, a lot of us, for some reason, don't like to make decisions, and we have difficulty choosing. Some of us have opportunities that we fail to take for some reason or the other, and I guarantee you, if we dig deep enough, we would find out the reason. Most of it, the underlying factor is fear. But it is so important for us to recognize, as children of God, that we all do possess some skills and abilities, that we were born with. God, as I said before in a previous video, when we were created, we didn't come here empty. We came here fully equipped. We did not come here, as I said, without any lack of skills and abilities. And let's just take, for example, do you have children? Or have you grown up in the house with more than one siblings? If you go back into your mind now, you would recognize that all of them, notwithstanding that they may have come from the same parent, so they have the same genes, they have different skills and abilities. Some of them probably could sing very well. Some might be able to dance very well. Some could cook. Some don't want no part in the kitchen. Some of them like stages and they could be out front, while others, you can't put them in front of a stage because they will cry, they will faint, they will throw up, they will get sick. Why is that? Why? Is this because they have certain skills and abilities that they were born with? You have some skills and abilities that you were born with. And I strongly encourage you to do a self-audit. I strongly do. Because if you don't, you would be robbing the world of what you were born to do. You all remembered the account in Matthew chapter 25? This man who had this property and he had 3 servants. And so he decided to go on a trip. And he gave one of the servants 5 talents. He gave another one 2 of the talents. And he gave one 1. But the Bible says that he gave each person talents according to their abilities. And so we need to understand that we all have abilities. But what is so important is what the one with the 5 talents and the 2 talents did. All of them had abilities. The one with the 5 talents immediately went and invested, or as you want to say, traded his talents. And he made 100% increase. One thing we are sure of is that he was very decisive. Immediately he decided to go and trade his talents. The moment you identify your talents, what have you done with it? That is why I'm saying it is important, first and foremost, if you have not yet identified it, try and identify what skills and abilities that you have so that you can use it for the honor and glory of God. The Bible records that the man with the 2nd talent did the same thing, and his multiplied as well. They were very decisive in what they would have to do in terms of their talents. The question is, what are you going to do in terms of decision making? Because decision or decisiveness is a significant attribute to success. Are you going to make a decision to cause an audit on yourself and then make a decision to develop your talent? Would you make a decision to examine the environment in which you function, to see if it's an environment that would help you grow and develop? Would you make a decision to audit the things that you look at, the movies that you look at, or the radio programs that you listen to, the friends that you keep, because of the things that they are inputting in your life? Because that is so important as it relates to the development of your skills and your talents, because some of these people are so negative that they would swindle you and talk you out of your God-given purpose. I'm telling you. And it is not because they don't love you. It is because that they can't do it themselves. So they feel that their fear, and it's not that they can't do it, it's fear, they would try to impose that on you. So you have to be so careful. Now the one with the 1 talent, he had a decision to make as well. And he did. He decided to bury his talent. So you can make a decision to bury your talent. So whether you do or did not do, you have made a decision. It is just that you made a decision to do or you made a decision not to do. So you have choices, and your choice is, what would I do for the honor and glory of God based on the talents that He has given me, based on the skills and abilities that He has given me. Now, the decision that you make or the choice that you make would be to the benefit of the society, or it could be to the loss of the society. Why am I saying that? The gift and skills and talent that you have, you are the only person that possesses that. It is like, and I can speak freely of this because most of you who know me, that I have been in the fingerprint field for years. So my function for the past 25 years was to identify persons by their fingerprints. And it is because of their uniqueness and their persistence in their rich characteristics that prove their uniqueness. And no, as a matter of fact, this index finger, the rich characteristics in this right index finger, does not replicate itself in this left finger. That is how unique each individual finger and thumb is. They do not even replicate themselves in each other. So what I'm saying to you, it just demonstrates the level of uniqueness that you, the individual, is. And so whatever God has placed you here on earth to do, you are the only person that can carry it out. But it is based on a decision that you would make or a choice that you would take. The question is, you can either be willing and not able, or you can be able and unwilling. You can be unwilling and unable, or you can be unable and unwilling. Where do you stand? Are you going to be willing and able? Or are you going to be unwilling and unable? If you are unwilling and unable, that's a different story, because we are talking about two negatives. But if you are unwilling but you are able, then guess what? Someone can still help you, or someone can mentor you into recognizing that the only problem you have is fear. And fear is not of God. Fear is of the enemy. So then you could move on from there. But if you are willing but unable, you can also find a mentor who can now guide you and teach you and hold your hands for a little bit. Just like if you're riding a bicycle, when you just started to ride, you had a tricycle, so you had the training wheels on. And as soon as that mentor recognizes that you can hold your balance, then they will take the training wheel off. And you can now bring your value, bring your purpose to the community, God's people, who is the community. This world is a community. So are you going to make that decision? All I'm saying today is that you need to make a decision to grow. All I'm saying today is that you are unique. You have been brought here for a purpose. But I can tell you this: if you do not use your gift, it will be taken away. It is just like when you stop exercising, you start to lose muscle mass. So anything that you are not using, you would lose. If you don't use it, you would lose it. So if you don't use your gifts and your talents, because you know what the owner of the talents did when he came back? And he recognized that the other two used their talents and multiplied, and the one that didn't use it, you know what he did? He took it away. And he gave it to one of those who used theirs. God's will and mandate will be fulfilled, whether you choose to be a participator or a spectator. And as an abundant seed family who understands that it is not by power, it is not by might, but it is by the Spirit of God, who understands that fear is not part of our DNA, Because God did not give us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind, will find some way to ensure that he or she fulfills his will and purpose that God has brought him here to fulfill. Guys, I hope today you would make a decision to fulfill purpose. I love you. I love you. I love you. And may God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Till we meet again. Bye-bye.